Hello, I'm Juan Fernandez, and here's your CBS On The Go update. We begin with your CBS 2 travel forecast. Here's meteorologist Craig Herrera.
All right, Juan, we're watching some very severe weather move across the Great Lakes region. And as we go into Friday afternoon, Minneapolis, Chicago, St. Louis, getting hit hard from this line of thunderstorms. And this system is not a very fast moving system. It's very slow. Also scattered showers through Georgia into the Carolinas. But look how slowly this moves as you go through Friday afternoon. A lot of wraparound moisture continues to hit into Minneapolis as you go to Saturday, as well as it slowly starts to move over to the south, and then another round for Atlanta. Meantime, more monsoon over the desert southwest. That high pressure that's kept Southern California so hot expands to Southern California, and we've got a heat wave next week as well. 104 through Las Vegas tomorrow, 98 in El Paso, 91 in Atlanta, and we're going to see temperatures in the 80s right along the coast for Southern California. Juan.
All right, Craig, thanks. The controversy over Monday's meeting between President Trump and Russia's Vladimir Putin has yet to die down. But now we're learning the two are planning to meet again in Washington. Angelica Alvarez reports from the White House.
The planning is already underway for President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin to meet again. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders revealed on Twitter Thursday that Putin has been invited to Washington in the fall. The president has been trying to clarify his stance on Russia meddling in the 2016 presidential election.
You haven't condemned Putin specifically. Do you hold him personally responsible?
Well, I would, because he's in charge of the country, just like I consider myself to be responsible for things that happen in this country. So certainly, as the leader of a country, you would have to hold him responsible, yes.
The president is facing increasing pressure to explain why he didn't publicly denounce Russian President Vladimir Putin during their summit in Helsinki. Dan Coates, the chief intelligence officer, says he stands by those findings.
I wished he had made a different statement. But I think that now that has been clarified.
Republicans in the House Intelligence Committee blocked a vote by Democrats to subpoena the interpreter who was in the room with Mr. Trump and Putin for their nearly 2-hour private meeting.
We do not buy the denial of Vladimir Putin. We regret that our president did.
The president also received criticism for not shutting down a request from Putin to interrogate former U.S. Ambassador Michael McFaul. A bipartisan resolution passed the Senate 98-0, opposing any attempt to make U.S. diplomats available to Russia for questioning. Angelica Alvarez, CBS News, the White House.
Now here's your CBS On The Go sports. The world's top athletes came together in L.A. this week for the ESPY Awards. As Laura Podesta reports, it marked some of the sport's highest highs and lowest lows.
It's the night when athletes replace practice gear and uniforms with glitz and glamour. Danica Patrick was host of ESPN's 2018 ESPY Awards. The former professional race car driver opened with a monologue that poked fun at some mishaps in the sports world this year.
It's time to talk about the national anthem controversy.
Other moments struck a more serious tone, like when Larry Nassar victims took to the stage to accept the Arthur Ashe Courage Award. Olympian Aly Raisman reminded other victims of sexual assault they're not alone.
To all the survivors out there, don't let anyone rewrite your story.
3 coaches, Scott Beagle, Aaron Feis, and Chris Hickson, who were killed at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School protecting students in February, were honored with the award for Coaches of the Year. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
Immediately following CBS 2 News at 11 tonight, watch The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Guests include actor Denzel Washington, Democratic Congressman Joe Kennedy III, and comedian Carmen Lagella. And right after Colbert, watch The Late Late Show with James Corden. His guests include actors Amanda Peet and Johnny Knoxville and magician David Blaine. Watch Corden and Colbert right after CBS 2 News at 11. And that's your CBS On The Go update. Remember, we're always on CBSLA.com. And join us every night for CBS 2 News at 5, 6, and 11.